everybody, welcome back. That was a quick turnaround as it usually is. I managed to get a little warm up on my green tea. And we're going to get going here. Mid-tempo jam. And we will start with a good old number called I Wonder How the Old Folks Are at Home. And I need to just double check on the live streams, make sure we're up and running, and then we're going to get right to it. Okay. Looks like Facebook is spinning its wheel. Let's see what happens over here on YouTube. All right, we are live on Facebook. That's a good thing. Open up that window so I can see your comments, and where are we? And we are live on YouTube. Excellent. Everything's working as it should. Okay. Well, that was a nice slow tempo set. And here we are getting into mid-tempo land. So I wonder how the old folks are at home. The version that I know comes from Mac Wiseman. But there are lots of versions, so that's just the one that I reference. And it's cool, it's a long form. And in a band setting, you'd probably break that up and split it. But in this case, we're going to play the whole thing because it's just fun to play. So, key of G. 1 and a 4 and a 1. 1 and a 1. 4 and a 4, 1 and a 1, 2 and 2 and a 5, and a 1 and a 4 and a 1, 1 and a 1 and a 4, 4 and a 4, 1 to the 6, 2, 5 and a 1. Those last few chords, the 6 is what I'm calling the E, E major or E7, the dominant 6 chord, which leads you to the 2, which is the A major or an A7, which leads you to the 5, D7 or D, back to 1. Those are secondary dominant, so that does a little what we call round the horn, a little 1, 6, 2, 5, the 6, the 2, and the 5 all being dominant chords. Okay, so my kickoff all the way through this thing would go 1, 2, 3. Something like that. Kind of just feeling my way through. All right, here you go. Kick us off all the way through that long form on I Wonder How the Old Folks Are at Home. And I do wonder. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. are at home. I wonder if they miss me while I roam. I wonder if they pray for the boy who went away and left his dear old parents all alone. You could hear the cattle rolling in the lane. You can see the fields of bluegrass where I'd roam. You can almost hear them cry as they kiss their boy goodbye. Oh, I wonder how the old folks are at home. Just a village and a homestead on the farm, and a mother's love to keep you from all harm. A mother's love so true, and a sweetheart that loves you. Just a village and a homestead on the farm. You can hear the cattle lowing in the lane. You can see the fields of bluegrass where I'd roam. Almost hear them cry as they kiss their boy goodbye. Oh, I wonder how the old folks are at home. Play. You can hear the cattle lowing in the lane. You see the fields of bluegrass where I'd roam. You can almost hear them cry as they kiss their boy goodbye. I wonder how the old folks are at home. Yes, I wonder how the old folks are at home. Very nice. That's just a feel-good song. It really makes me think of my home where I came from and all the lovely times out in the country. And the way Mac would sing it, there's a cool live version that I have where he sings, "I wonder how the old folks are to home," like he says instead of at home, are to home. Old-timey. Okay. Gonna Settle Down, another great song. This one's straight up, kind of a bluesy number from Flatt and Scruggs. But if we're in a real bluegrass circle, we're gonna say Lester and Earl. You know that, right? Alone, no place to call my home. All right, right about here on the tempo. We're in the key of G still. 1 and a 1, 4 and a 1, 1 and a 1 and a 5. I'll actually back that down just a skosh. Let's keep it bouncy. Keep it nice and bouncy tempo. Okay. Here we go. It goes like this. 1 and a 1, 4 and a 1, 1 and a 1 and a 5. 1 and a 1 and 4 back to 1. 1 and a 5 and a 1. Of course, to the 4. 4. 1. 1 and 1 So we're only going to jam on the verses, the part that's on the 1 chord. The chorus will go to the 4 chord, and then we'll just do that when we're singing. Okay, so my kickoff might go something like 1, 2, 3. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3. So now you're going to kick us off on Gonna Settle Down, key of G. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Tonight I'm all alone, no place to call my home. I don't have no one to love me anymore. I'm gonna pick up my grip and take a long, long trip back to the one that I love so. I long to go back to my darling, back to the one I love so well. I know she'll be my wife and we'll settle down for life, for she's the one that means the world to me. I got in my grip to take a long, long try. It's not the right song. Here's the second verse. I can't forget the day I left and went away. You told me I'd be sorry some old day. I found this to be true, so I'm headed back to you. Sweetheart, I'm tired and I wanna settle down. I long to go back to my darling, so well. I know she'll be my wife and we'll settle down for life, for she's the one that means the world to me. Play. When I get back to her, my rambling days are o'er. We'll build a little cottage on the hill. We'll think a day's gone by, sweetheart, just you and I, and there we'll live so happy evermore. I long to go back to my darling, back to the one I love so well. I know she'll be my wife and we'll settle down for life, for she's the one that means the world to me, leaving you. First verse again. Tonight I'm all alone, no one to call my try it again. Tonight I'm all alone, no place to call my home. I don't have no one to love me anymore. bearing with me. I wanted another go at that first verse. Good song, fun one to sing, fun one to pick. Roses in the snow. Oh, cool. I'd forgotten about this. I need to pull up the lyric. A good wintertime song. I learned this from Emmylou Harris. So I think you can actually see, there's the album right there. This is one of those records that I grew up hearing. And then later on, when I sort of discovered bluegrass music, I realized I'd been listening to all these players like Tony Rice and, of course, Ricky Skaggs I knew about. Sam Bush, Jerry Douglas, all those people I've been listening to my whole life on these albums. Okay, this is pretty straight ahead song. Let's find a tempo. Pick it up just a skosh here. Okay, that's fine. Okay, 1-4-1-5 on the verses in G. 1 and 1 and a 4. 1. Sorry. One more time. I'm just going to say the chords. A 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1. Then you go to the 4. This is the chorus. On 4 and 4, 5, 1, 1, 1, 1, 5 and 5 and 1. Okay, so the verse is just a 1-4-1-5. And my kickoff would be something like 1, 2, 3. Try it again. 1, 2, 3. It's in there. It's in there. Here I go. This is how I might kick it off. 1, 2, 3. You could also do like on guitar, like. Kind of Mother Maybelle style, that kind of thing. Okay, here you go. Now's your chance to kick us off in the key of G on Roses in the Snow. Here you go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Springtime, when all the flowers were in bloom, and good song. My voice is not feeling super great tonight. I had very high hopes, but I've been a little dealing with a little fatigue lately, so that song was in a bit of a high key there. Thanks for bearing with me. Okay, Road to Columbus instrumental in the key of A. So we'll do this and then I'll take a break to take a quick pause to check in on the comments, see how you're all doing, what you're doing, what you're playing, where you are, and anything else you'd like to share with the group. So this is in the key of A good old instrumental from Bill Monroe and Kenny Baker from the Kenny Baker Plays Bill Monroe album. Probably the most famous bluegrass instrumental album. A must-know for all you serious music fans. So it's just a 1-4-1-5. Da 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 4 and 4. Da 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 5 and a 1 and a 1. 4 and 4. Da 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 da. So that's the whole thing, the A parts and the B parts. Now instead of taters, I'm going to do this lick. And we're into it, okay? Here we go, Road to Columbus. I'm going to kick it off and we'll go 3 times through. And go ahead and tag it at the end, okay? So me, you, me, you, me, you, and then tag key of A. Here we go, Road to Columbus. All right, here's my do-over of the night. Here it is. One more time. Okay, do-over number 2. Here it is, Road to Columbus in the key of A. I just couldn't quite get my fingers working there. So thanks for giving me one more ride on that. How's everyone doing out there? We got lots of folks picking along. That's a good thing. Okay, here on YouTube land. Chris in San Francisco, you back for the mid-tempo jam, picking on your Martin guitar. Very cool. Steve in Idaho, picking on the 72 Mossman. Good to see you here, Steve. Thanks for bringing a cool old guitar. And Kent Hughes is an 86 Mossman. Wow, very cool. Keeter Woodcock. That, oh, Woody. Is this your son playing guitar? Keeter. Cool. All right. Hello, Sandy in Bakersfield. Yeah, very cool. There's Woody in Elkins, West Virginia. I got some more artwork up, Woody. I don't know if it shows up in the frame. There's a couple more pieces hanging. Woody's the art professor at Davidson Elkins College. Okay. What else we got here? Can't get over to the... Why is YouTube? There we go. Okay. Okay, where are we? Sandy in Bakersfield. Hello, Sandy. I will see you at the Great 48 in Bakersfield. That's right, January 15 through 18. And Steve is actually in Arizona. You're not in Idaho, are you? You're in Arizona. Gotcha. Okay. Irish Steve in Chesterfield, Missouri. Hello. No matter how badly I butcher my solo, Tyler glances down and grins like he can actually hear you. Maybe I'll roll my eyes for you next time. See if anyone's paying attention. I'm here to encourage you, and I appreciate your encouragement back. Thank you. Thank you, Irish Steve. Okay, Banjo Daryl in Carson City, Nevada. Dusty Dave, greetings from the Bean Blossom area of Southern Indiana. There you go. Hey, that was your song, Road to Columbus. Picking a Japanese 70s Sigma prototype dreadnought. Very cool. Bridget and RB Powell. Hey, nice to see you both. My good pals from Augusta Heritage Bluegrass Week. Are you in Pennsylvania or are you down in the Southwest right now? Jeffrey Boyle, hello. And Daryl is picking his Daryl Pioneer here. 63 Mastertone Gibson. That is a banjo, right? Thanks, Woody. The art is getting there. I wish I could have you over to look at everything, but you see what's in the frame, and that's cool. My niece did that one. My sister did that. It's a photograph turned into a painting. And this, of course, my Fu that I got in China a long time ago. Okay. Skip Strickland is still jamming in Boulder. Okay, it's Boulder Woody's 91st birthday. Very cool. Happy birthday, Boulder Woody. Gordon Porter picking on the Martin guitar in Australia. Best wishes to you, Gordon. You have traveled the farthest once again to be here with us. Okay, thanks everybody. We're going to move right along here. And here's Trudy Fagan picking the fiddle. All right, thanks, Trudy. And what is that? Jeff Weiser's old fiddle. Okay, very cool. Kevin, okay, Keeter is a better player than you. Okay, I'll trust you on that. All right, we're getting on to little Maggie in the key of A. All right, let's see how this goes. Good old Ralph Stanley Brothers, Little Maggie. 1 and 1, flat 7. 1 and 5 and a 1. 1 and 1 and 7. 1 and 5 and a 1. That's the whole song. I might hold the notes a little bit longer when I'm singing it. So, in fact, I will. I'll just, let me give you that hint. I'll hold the, you understand, little Maggie. So that's when you go to the chord change, which is a 7 chord, a flatted 7 major, which in my capo key here is a G to an F. In concert key, it's an A to a G, all right? Okay, so there was your sample kickoff. Do it. Here you go, little Maggie in A. Kick us off. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Understands little Maggie with a dram glass in her hand. She's a drinking away her troubles and a court in some other man. Oh, how can I ever stand it to see those 2 blue eyes shine pretty flowers were made for blooming. Pretty stars were made to shine. Pretty women were made for loving. Little Maggie was made for mine. Play. Okay. Fun, fun, fun. Now here's our mid-tempo round of Auld Lang Syne. We did this in the slow jam, and now it's time for the mid-tempo version. And we're in a different key. We're in A. See what I did there? Trying to keep you up on different keys, different tempos. And let's give it a go. I'm not going to try to sing it in this key. We'll just pick it, and let's go 3 times through. Me, you, me, you, me, you. But just briefly, I'll run you back through it. 1 and 1 and 5 and 5. 1 and 1 and 4 and 1 and 1 and 5 and 5. 6 minor, 4 and Okay, so I'm gonna kick it off. I'm gonna go 3 times through. Me, you, and me, and you. And that's it. Okay, Auld Lang Syne, instrumental. I'm kicking it off. Here we go. We did it again. Okay. Cool. A couple more songs here on the mid-tempo set. And then we'll have some time to get a little warmed up for the fast tempo, which I'm going to need because I'm not in fast picking shape so much right now. It's a good restful Christmas holiday. Streamlined Cannonball in the key of E. See if I can get this capo on without pulling sharp. Pretty good. 1 and 1 and a 1 and 1, 4 and 4 and 1, 1 and 4 and 1, 6 minor, 1 and 5 and a 1. That's how the song goes. I will find a tempo, and then I will let's see. Find a tempo and then I'll get going. And real quick, I'm dropping this in the comments just because folks don't always know where to find that. I do appreciate the donations and the merch orders. Okay, here we go. Streamlined Cannonball in the key of E. So I have a kickoff that I learned from Doc Watson, and it goes like this. 1, 2, 3. I just think that's one of the coolest guitar kickoffs. He's a good bit quicker on his take on that too. Anyway, here we are, mid-tempo, Streamlined Cannonball, good old train song. You're gonna kick us off in the key of E. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. It's a long steel rail in a short cross tie. I'm on my way back home. That train I ride is the queen of them all. That streamlined cannonball. She moves along like a cannonball, like a star in its heavenly flight. That lonesome sound of the whistle you love as she travels on through the night. I can see the smile on the engineer's face, and though he's old and gray, a contented heart, he waits for his call on that streamlined cannonball. She moves along like a cannonball, like a star in its heavenly flight. That lonesome sound of the whistle you love as she travels on through the night. Play. That headlight gleams into the night, and the firebox flash you can see. I'll ride them blinds, it's the life that I love. It's home sweet home to me. She moves along like a cannonball, like a star in its heavenly flight. That lonesome sound of the whistle you love as she travels on through the night. Me then you. Cannonball, like a star in its heavenly flight. That lonesome sound of the whistle you love as she travels on through the night. As she travels on through the night. As she travels on through the night. Doc Watson fades it out on that. On that lick, which I just love. And I try to do the thing that Doc would do. He's like, moves along like a cannonball, like a star in its heavenly flight. He would sneak in those licks while he's singing, and he was so good at that. And I try. I do my best. Okay, one more song here, and I believe we are in key of B, and it is When My Blue Moon Turns to Gold Again. All right. Now, I do know the first two verses of this song, but I wanted to remind myself of the third. So I'm going to pull up my old lyric sheet from years back. Now, I usually source my lyrics from bluegrasslyrics.com, a website that John Cale started long ago. And then I listen to the song. I listen to the version that I'm sourcing it from to make sure it's right. I copy it into a Word doc. I fix whatever isn't correct, and then I blow it up so I can read it. And oftentimes I'll just delete the chorus because I know the chorus and I just need to read the verses, right? So that's typically how I do it. So I've got all these Word documents with lyrics on them. All right, When My Blue Moon Turns to Gold Again. And this goes in the key of B. 1 and 1 and a 5. 5 and 5 and a 1. 1 and 1 and a 5. And a 4 and 5 and a 1. When my blue moon turns to gold again. When the rainbow turns the clouds away. When my blue moon turns to gold again. You'll be back within my arms to stay. I'm going to back down the tempo a skosh. Trying to get us ready for the fast jam, but the song is a little bit more relaxed. So my kickoff would go 1, 2, 3. One more time. My kickoff might go 1, 2, 3. I'm glad we're doing this tonight because I really need the practice. I bet you do too. Okay. When my blue moon turns to gold again in the key of B, you are kicking it off. Here you go. 1, 2, 1. Sorry, technical glitch. Here we go. One more time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Memories that linger in my heart. Memories that make my heart grow cold. In my dreams they'll live again, sweetheart. And my blue moon again will turn to gold. When my blue moon turns to gold again. When the rainbow turns the clouds away. When my blue moon turns to gold again. You'll be back within my arms to stay. The lips that used to thrill me so. Your kisses were made for only me. In my dreams they'll live again, sweetheart. But my golden moon just a memory. When my blue moon turns to gold again, when the rainbow turns the clouds away, when my blue moon turns to gold again, you'll be back within my arms to stay. Play. The castles we built dreams together were the sweetest stories ever told. Maybe we'll live them all again, and my blue moon again will turn to gold. When my blue moon turns to gold again, when the rainbow turns the clouds away, when my blue moon turns to gold again, you'll be back within my arms to stay, me and you. When my blue moon turns to gold again, when the rainbow turns the clouds away, when my blue moon turns to gold again, you'll be back within my arms to stay. You'll be back within my arms to stay. Okay, thanks everybody. I'll be back at 1/4 past the hour. That's in 30 minutes for the Fast Jam.